It's Tuesday, April 7th, 2022. Time is 10:19 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Um, I want you guys to be aware of how they manipulate the food market here. This is why it hasn't been easy to change the types of food. Excuse me, the types of foods that we get into our community. I don't think there's anything wrong with eating chips, especially a bigger bag, like a $2.50 bag. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, right? Problem is, I only got $5 to spend. I buy two sodas, right? $1.50 a piece. Two of these 1.25 liters, $1.50 a piece. I buy three Musketeers. These used to be $1. Store owner tells me now it's $1.25. I'm like, oh, y'all raised the prices? He said, no, we didn't raise the prices. They did. This is what he said. Then when I told him, I was like, I hate when people do that shit. Thank you for correcting me, because if I don't know, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's your store, right? But my whole thing is when people start speculating, because that's the only thing that changes the prices. Speculation. It's the same thing with oil. It's the same thing with gold. It's the same thing with any other commodity. People will speculate the price of how they feel, how much they feel something should cost. And if you don't complain about it, they'll keep raising the prices. They'll toss you some bullshit, make you feel better about it. Oh, it's okay. This is normal, right? They won't raise your wages, but they'll raise the prices, right? Or they'll be more reluctant to raise your wages along with the prices. So then it's like they're trying. Their goal is to maximize profit. A lot of these businesses, their goal is to maximize profit. That's why that's predatory capitalism. If your first goal as a business is to maximize capital and profit, you're in business for the wrong reason. I don't care what business that is. I don't care how positive it is or how dirty it is. If your goal is only for profit, you're not in it for the right reason. Because chances are you're going to do things that you don't really respect in order to get that profit. And then once you get the profit, you're not even going to respect the profit, because you didn't even respect the process to get it. It's a means to an end for you. All right, you got the end, and now you don't even respect that. Now, when you bust your ass for something and you work hard and you do the shit yourself, you will tend to have more pride in whatever it is you're making, right? Even if you don't get a profit. The whole idea of going into business is you are impressed with something that you came up with, either a product or a service, right? You want to offer that product or service to people. You feel like that product and service is so great that you came up with, that you believe you can make money off of it by sharing it with other people. Now, the issue with nonprofits and other types of businesses, right? I used to work at a nonprofit TV station called Mind TV in Philadelphia. I worked there for about a year and a half. I developed a playout server from scratch, right? Which plays out all of their assets. I don't know if it's still running to this day. I wouldn't know, right? I used open source software to write the web control panel for it. It's Cake PHP, right? And then I did a whole bunch of socket server programming and so on and so forth to interact with the back end and so on and so forth, right? Now, the crazy part about that, right, is it's a nonprofit. So they're obviously not in they're not in it for profit. It's like CBS or NBC or something like that, right? That's where you get your public access. It's basically a public access channel, right? And because they're not in it for profit, right? They're in it for whatever it is they believe in, right? I loved working there. I would still be working there to this day had it not been for the relationship issues that I was having. Now, the fact that I stay home 1 day a week because I got to commute to Philly 4 days a week from Middletown, Delaware. You know how much gas that is? I got to drive up there, bro. Every day, except for Tuesdays, for a year and a half. And then we had to go on furlough because we couldn't acquire the funding we needed to keep the station running. I'm getting paid less than I was getting paid at my other job, but I didn't mind it because I loved the work. And I meant every word I said. Yo, I still owe them work. Right? I couldn't finish the work because of all the personal problems I was having. They hired me as a contractor after I left them. And I'm working full-time somewhere else. And I couldn't even get the job done because of all the bullshit I was going through with my ex, my house, and all this other shit. Now imagine somebody spitting in your food. Somebody spitting in your food. You notice that they spit in your food. Or you don't notice. It don't matter. But you realize it after you're eating something. You're like, what is this? Or you're drinking something. What is this? What did they put in my food? And you look at them, they got this big ass smile on their face. You get mad. Then they get mad at you for getting mad at them for spitting in your food. It's not that big a deal. You know how many times people have done disgusting shit to me? They done put semen in my food, shit in my food, so on and so forth. Never told me why. And all they do is walk around with shit-eating grins on their faces, like they got one over on me. It's amazing that people have double standards when it comes to respect, because I don't think any person would like anybody spitting in their food or tampering with their food at all. Right? I don't think anybody would like that. But they'll do it to other people and call it a prank. And then get mad at you because you're mad at them. Now they're the victim for something they did to you. Instead of, I don't even be wanting apologies from niggas. I just be wanting niggas to leave me the fuck alone. Right? Instead, what they do is, They know they fucked up. They know you know they fucked up. And they're so afraid that you're going to do some petty shit like come at them later. When it's like, look, if I really had a big deal with you, I would just take care of your ass now. Right? I'm already dealing with people who've been plotting on trying to hurt me, kill me, take my shit. It's been my entire life. Can't tell people because when you start to tell people, they're like, you're crazy. There's nothing wrong with you. But they're not with me all the time. They don't see the shit I see. You walk by, motherfuckers start smiling and start talking shit. They want to play with you. You like, I'm not playing with you. Leave me the fuck alone. Nah, they want to keep talking shit. They want to keep being funny. You don't even know these motherfuckers. Never seen them a day before in your life. Now they want to approach you and play with you. That's been my experience every day up here for the last 10 years. I'm telling you, the last thing I'll say about it is this. In order to do the type of shit that I do, which is just survive amongst all of that bullshit, right? You have to master group dynamics and individual dynamics. When you pick one over the other, somebody's always going to get left behind. Either the group gets left behind or the individual gets left behind. If you do not know how to marry and integrate both individual and group dynamics into anything you're doing, you're going to have a hard time. So whenever somebody says, no, the group comes first, right? Well, what if your best asset in that group needs attention and you're telling them no because the whole group matters? Now the whole group fails because your best asset failed. You failed to pay attention to that one individual. Okay, say it's somebody who's not your best asset. Maybe it's your worst asset, right? And they need attention. And you do the same to them. Nah, the group comes first, right? But somebody else in the group says, you know what? I don't give a fuck what they say. You need attention. What's going on, bro? Yo, these motherfuckers are doing this, that. They won't stop fucking with me, bro. I don't know why they fucking with me. Now, maybe they did something to cause them to fuck with them. I don't know, right? But they need attention. They need attention so bad that they're willing to hurt other people in the group just to get that attention. So when I approach them, I'm like, yo, I could get hurt even talking to this dude, but let me try to give him the attention that the people who are calling the shots refuse to give him. Right? What's wrong, bro? They won't stop fucking with me. All right, I'm gonna see what I can do about that. Right? You ain't gotta pay me. It ain't nothing like that, bro. It's not that I'm asking you to take on my problems in return, but I heard you. That's fucked up. And for all you know, that worst asset, after you successfully help them get those people off his case so he can live free to do what he wants without hurting people, right? Because he's trying to be positive despite being viewed as being a weak link, right? That person might turn out to be a better asset than you ever thought. Everybody's learning. Everybody. The thing about respect is that it's on the same type of level as trust, right? When you say, I trust this person, what do you trust them with? I don't trust anybody with my life. I only trust me with my life, right? Some people will beg you to trust them with your life. And they can't even trust themselves with their own lives. That's how you know when you got people who are willing to drag you down with them. A motherfucker that's suicidal or feels like nothing else matters in the world, nihilist and shit. And because you found something that mattered to you, you found something that made you feel full inside, full of happiness, full of pride, full of something, confidence, whatever. Those same motherfuckers want to take that from you. And you made it yourself. Why is this person happy? We in the same situation. Why is this person walking around smiling? I want to take that smile off his face. I hate that shit. Let motherfuckers be happy. If a motherfucker's happy at somebody else's misery, okay, good for them. I'm not that type of person. I don't bask in anybody's misery for entertainment or enjoyment. I don't do that. That's sadistic. It's sick in the head. The day you find enjoyment from somebody else's suffering is the day you need to realize that there's something wrong with you that you need to fix or heal in yourself. You're doing something wrong. Because you wouldn't like it if you were miserable and somebody was standing over you enjoying themselves. I don't think any person would like that. Unless you're a glutton for punishment or you're a sadist or some shit. But short of that, most people who become that, it's because they were forced to be in that situation and they don't have a choice. When you put your foot down and you start enforcing your boundaries and you start letting motherfuckers know, leave me the fuck alone before I really hurt you, then they want to keep pressuring you. Oh, you want to hurt me? All right, come hurt me then. And then when they end up dead, you're wrong for defending yourself because you asked them to leave you alone. You weren't bothering them. They talk shit just like you talk when you walk by whatever. And you don't even talk to them. They the ones talking to you. You say what you got to say to them, they don't like it. Now they want to fight you. Or if they know you can fight, nah, I want to piss him off enough so he do fight. I want to see him fight. You fuck them up, they turn around, act like they was just playing with you. But if they win, they gonna act like, yeah, bitch. That's why I don't play fight with people. I don't play fight. I'll spar with you. You want to spar? We can spar. When I'm up to it. If I don't want to spar with you, if I don't want to fight with you, I don't want to play with you, leave me the fuck alone. That simple. And then motherfuckers want to test you when you hot, like, oh, this nigga ain't bout shit. And then when they get fucked up, either because they fucked you up, right? Or you surprised them and fucked them up. People be thinking they be trying to get away with shit because they do it in the dark. Or they do it behind closed doors. Right? Oh, I ain't gotta be in the public with this shit. I'm gonna just do this back here and then show up like I ain't do shit. Right? All I can say is when you're constantly met with disrespect and you're getting knocked on the humble, you being humble the whole time. And the motherfucker's telling you you're being disrespectful. And you was on the humble the whole time. When you had enough and you beat the fuck out of them, right? Or you put them in the ground, telling you, man, these niggas are dumb. Dumb, bro. Not all niggas. I'm just saying some of them. They act too niggerish. Right? Those are the type of people you can't take nowhere with you. You can't take them to Apple headquarters. Or you can't take them on a field trip to, you know, I don't know, to Sony to see how PlayStations are made, or to Microsoft to see how Xboxes are made. You can't do that. Because they showing and proving to everybody that they're not mentally capable of handling a field trip like that without causing problems and making everybody who went with them look bad. That's why I don't play into this gang shit. I never did. I'll never comprehend it. Just because my name is Sky and the sky happens to be blue when it's not rainy and cloudy and shit does not mean I'm a Crip. I know that Crip stands for Community Revolution in Process, right? In progress, right? But what revolution are you guys fighting? I don't know. No one told me. So when y'all create a bad situation for your entire group and you make your entire group look bad, you cannot turn around and blame that on anybody else but yourself. Don't blame me for that shit. Motherfuckers want you on their side so bad and you neutral. You not on anybody's side. If the left side is wrong, it's wrong. If the right side is wrong, it's wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Stop playing with me. Seriously, stop playing with me.